Hey everyone, welcome back to another custom action figure review. Today it is on my custom 8th brother Inquisitor from Star Wars Rebels. This has been one that I've been wanting to make for quite a while, and recently I made my own fully custom base figure that is in scale with the Black Series figures. So I thought now would be the perfect time to make this, and man, did it turn out better than I expected. It's not perfect. I will go over the things that I plan to change in the future when we get to that point. So before we take a look at the figure itself, let's go over his one accessory, which is his lightsaber. It's not perfect, but for my first time trying this, it's not too bad. The blades are a bit bent when in the hilt. So yeah, again, not the greatest. I do hope to eventually redo this so the blades actually sit in straight. These blades were just the extra blades from a Reva figure that I got for $5 at a con. So since I didn't need those extra blades that came with the extra hilts, I decided to use them for this. As you can see, the ring is painted gunmetal. Then I painted black, silver, some red. There's a peg there, and these blades do come off. And there is a spot on the figure's back to where this just pegs right into. And you can have him store lightsaber on his back if you don't want it in his hand. And it doesn't sit in perfectly, but it sits in well enough. I mean, I'm going to have him holding it anyway. And you can get him posed quite nicely, like he's about to grab it. I mean, it's not the best, but with the articulation he has in the sculpting, it does the job. It's nice. So let's go over the sculpt and details. One thing I do want to say is I do plan to go in and do some paint updates because there is some areas of the armor that should be a lighter black, and there are a few areas that I want to touch up. So here's the head. His legs bent. It's not the best sculpt, but it's enough to tell that it's the 8th brother. Yeah, a bit of hair. Haven't sprayed this guy yet with a sealant. The silver part right there. I mean, it's not the best, but it's enough to tell that it's the 8th brother. The torso. See the flash on some details. There is some red in there. Those things all along there. And that's the hole for the lightsaber. And on the pictures I saw, there was a little bit of red there. So I did add that. Got the arms. Yeah, the Imperial symbol's not the best. I do plan to update that. I did miss the stripe right here. That'll be a future update as well. The lower arms. And not the greatest, but it does what it needs to do. The hands. I had to mix this myself. I forget what all the paints I used in it. Nails painted in, so I forgot to sculpt them, and then that little part there. The lines going down right there. The belt. There's some detail onto the back. The flashes causing a glare. The thighs. Yeah, I glued these a bit weird. They got the line down the legs. The lower legs. There is some sculpted detail. The feet. There is sculpted detail into the wrinkles and the toenails. I do need to touch that up. It's also on the back. And I did paint the black going onto the feet as well. So, yeah, that is the detail. Oh, I forgot these are layered, although they should have been a little bit thinner. That's one thing. Oh, on the neck. There's a detail onto the neck. It's not the best, but it does what it needs to do. So let's get into the articulation. This is on my new fully custom base figure that I came up with that is in scale with the Black Series, since I knew when I went to making these figures I wanted them to be Black Series scale, since that's the scale I mainly collect. So his articulation is his head can look this far up, this far down. It is a double ball joint with a ball joint at the base of the head and a ball joint at the base of the neck. Because of the sculpting doesn't get the greatest, but it's decent. Tilt a little bit to that way, and much better this way. Of course, look left and right. The arms, there is a butterfly joint in there, although it is very hard to actually get it to do anything because of these things. That is something I'm going to work on with the future figures, so you can get some up and down and a little bit in and out. There is a bicep swivel that is a little bit restricted by the shoulder pads. They can go forward, well, they kind of go out, but they go forward, they go back, up and down. The elbows bend. I should say most of these joints are Lego joints, except for one that I made, but it's on both sides. Elbows bend that far. They can do a full swivel, and they can also go in and out if you so want to. Now these are the only custom joints on this particular figure. I am working on elbow and knee joints, but those were a little bit weak, so I'm trying those again. So the wrist can go hinge this far in, this far out. Can swivel and go up and down on a pivot. And that is the same on the other side as well. The torso is on a ball joint up here and at the base, which gets this far back, this far forward, tilt side to side, and rotate. The legs can kick this far forward, this far back, not the greatest. There is a thigh swivel. Well, they can also go out, not much, but it's decent. Knees bend this far. I might go in and trim some of this away so they can bend further. And those can also rotate. The feet can hinge up, down, rotate, and pivot because they are ball joints. And when legs are spread out and with those ball jointed feet, you can get quite far. He's not gonna be doing crazy splits or anything, but it's enough. So let's do some size and scale. Let me get him standing. And this isn't my greatest review, but I haven't really recorded reviews in a long time, so I'm trying to get back into things, so please excuse me for that. So let's compare him to some of his brothers and sisters. Here he is with Marok, aka the first brother, and the third sister, aka Reva. Yeah, the paint is a bit glossy, so it doesn't exactly match too well, but I mean, he looks quite nice with these two. And now here he is with the other two Inquisitors that appeared in the same episode that he appeared in. The fifth brother and the seventh sister. He might be a little bit too tall, I'm not sure. I need to rewatch that episode again, but I think he fits in quite nicely. Once I get a dull coat on or sprayed on and a sealant, he should fit in quite nicely. Is that mask? There we go. So yeah, he looks quite nice with these two. And here he is with all four of them. These are the only Inquisitors that I have. I do plan to get their others, especially that 11th brother. That thing looks great, I think. I will try to do a review for that as well. And that's all four of them with him. And here he is with the Duels and Vader. This is my only Vader, so only one I can compare him to. Yeah, he is quite a bit shorter than Vader, but that is to be expected. So that was my custom 8th brother Inquisitor from Star Wars Rebels. I do apologize that this review wasn't the greatest. It has been a while since I've recorded any reviews. Well, I did one for an upgrade, I did. But it's still been quite a bit of time since I've actually recorded a proper review. So I'm trying to get back into the hang of things. So I do apologize if this one was a bit bad. When I get better at it, I will do a updated review when I update this guy. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I do have more customs on the way. I have a Nadar Veb from the Clone Wars I want to do. I have Hugh and Diana from Pragmata. That's a new game that's coming out on the 17th. Actually, I'm really excited for that, as well as the Doomslayer from Doom Eternal. Those are 3 that I have planned. I would also like to do the 9th sister, but I have to design a whole larger base figure for that since she is quite tall. So yeah, I will see you all in the next one, which will not be a custom figure review. That it would actually be a figure review on another Black Series figure. Well, not another Black Series figure since I've done a review on one of those. But next video will be a Black Series review. Not sure when that will be, but I should hopefully have that out by the end of next week. So yeah, I will see you all next time. Peace.